Niggas don't want to be in the streets. These real niggas that was outside every day in the hood, trapping, thugging, gang banging. These niggas that's trying to move to LA now, like cutting all ties from that shit. I don't care what a nigga think about me. Nigga call me a bitch ass nigga 100 million times.
Yes.
I don't care. Like I'm not even gonna feed into it. And you think I ain't had to have them uncomfortable conversations? You think nigga ain't told me I done left the hood and forgot about the hood and I'm a fuck nigga and I don't take care of niggas and I ain't the one bonding niggas out no more and paying for funerals? It's like, how many times I supposed to do for that shit? Do that shit. Like, what y'all want nigga to catch a Rico every time you niggas go to jail for a gun charge? I'm the one coming. Like, I'm the...
And then you have other niggas dick riding. Why is y'all dick riding? All I said is, don't come back in the hood. We don't want you around. You say you don't fuck with us, we don't gotta fuck with you, Swerve, bro. And you ride around like you in the city, you whatever you doing, bro. I'm at the same hood, nigga. The same spot you just brought Sexy Red and 492, nigga. I'm out here. Stop bapping. What other hood I gonna hang out at? If a man say he don't want to be a part of this, why do you got this shit in your name? Why do you still come around? You talking about investigations? Bro, you ain't doing shit to be a part of no investigation. I'm lost. What is you doing out here to be a part of the investigation, bro? What, bapping your raps? You see this shit terrible. Look at all these abandoned cribs, like, G Herbo, come take care of this shit, folks. Like, you get too much money, folks. Like, because of it, like, motherfuckers ain't got tombstones, walls knocked down, no more stoves on certain blocks on Escanaba. Like, all we asking for is, we ain't want your money, bro. Open up something, bro. Give us something. Like, you know, we can go to the store right here. We can't even go to the store no more. Like, what the fuck?
Just days after this proclamation, Jalen Hibbler's body would be found in an alley on the very block he claimed to protect. 6 bullets lodged in his back. But this wasn't a hit ordered by rival gangs from O Block or any of the countless enemies circling Chicago's most notorious neighborhoods. The man who allegedly pulled those triggers, Fabius Shipman, known as G Fabe, wore the same colors, claimed the same set, and called the same blood-soaked streets of 78th and Essex home. And it all started when J-Dog made one catastrophic mistake. He publicly challenged a man who had already escaped the very hell that would soon consume him. But before J-Dog met his fate in that alley, let me take you back to understand how we got here. The 78th Street and Essex corridor in Chicago's South Shore neighborhood isn't just another rough patch of urban decay. It's NLMB territory, No Limit Muskegon Boys, a hybrid faction that blends renegade Black P-Stones and gangster disciples into something uniquely deadly. Since 1999, the NLMB organization has been linked to over 60 deaths, with more than 50 of those occurring after 2010. The block that J-Dog claimed as his own has been the site of countless ambushes, retaliations, and the kind of violence that makes international headlines, yet somehow remains unsolved in Chicago's overwhelmed criminal justice system. And right in the middle of this war zone grew up Herbert Wright III, better known to the world as G Herbo. Born October 8, 1995, Herbo didn't just survive NLMB territory, he became its most successful export. But success came with a price written in blood. His friend, Faison Robinson, was murdered on May 29, 2010. Another close friend, Jacoby Herring, known as Kobe, was gunned down on August 10, 2013. These were his brothers, his day ones, the guys he'd named entire projects after. His 2014 debut mixtape, Welcome to Fizzoland, was a eulogy. His 2015 track, Ballin' Like I'm Kobe, was grief channeled through 16 bars.
I want to think about certain shit that just like used to stress me as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I deal with my grief different. I deal with my trauma different. I approach everything different. It's like, I'm just really grateful to be here, because for real, and I just said this today, like, I still walk out the house every day and feel like something to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the edge that I just keep, that just keeps me alive and keeps me safe, where it's like I probably never lose that edge, and I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen death in so many ways where it's like, you would think you numb to it until somebody else you love die or something like that. And it's like, you know, that's what come with life. You know what I'm saying? And death and somebody dying and somebody getting murdered is two different things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Losing your cousin to cancer is different from you seeing your best friend get shot and you got to stand over him while he bleed. You feel me? Like, that's what shaped me into the person that I am today. So it's really just being.
But here's what makes Herbo's story different from the countless other Chicago rappers who either died young or got locked up. He actually made it out. His track Who Run It remix accumulated over 1 billion streams. His 2020 album PTSD, where he literally rapped about going to therapy for trauma, hit number 7 on the Billboard 200. He accumulated wealth that most kids from 78th Street couldn't even conceptualize. 10 billion plus streams across his career, and a $50 million plus net worth. He had 2 sons, a stable family situation, and perhaps most importantly, he'd survived his 2023 federal fraud case with just 3 years probation.
Yo, son, look at me, bro. You can do anything that you want to do,
And you got this.
You strong, son.
Look at me. You're thinking about the pain. Why you breathing hard like you're not going to scream? It's going to hurt for 2 seconds and you're going to be done. Nobody cares if you cry. We got it. Close your eyes.
Let's go. Come on.
You anticipating the pain. Stop thinking about it. Just close your eyes and take it, okay?
Come on, yo,
You got
son.
it. Breathe. Breathe. Close your eyes and breathe. Close your eyes. Breathe. 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 You done.
Let's go, yo,
Breathe. You done. You done. You got this. You got Riz. Boy, your Riz just went up 1 million. Yeah.
And then, in late September 2025, he did something that would set off a chain reaction ending in death. He publicly announced he was done with NLMB. He was done with bailing people out, paying for funerals, and everything that tied him to the streets. And most provocatively, he explained that continuing to do so would make him vulnerable to RICO charges, the same federal conspiracy prosecutions that were currently decimating Chicago's gang infrastructure. From a logical and survival standpoint, this made perfect sense. Herbo had already faced federal charges once. He knew what that machinery looked like from the inside and understood that every payment, phone call, and connection to active gang members was potential evidence in a conspiracy case that could unravel his entire life.
My homies don't want to be in the streets. These real niggas that was outside every day in the hood, trapping, thugging, gang banging. These niggas that's trying to move to LA now. Like, I'm finna come out here and do this. We gonna chase this music shit with you, bro. We gonna follow your lead. But it really came from me making the decision to be like, man, I'm cutting all ties from that shit. I don't care what a nigga think about me. Nigga call me a bitch ass nigga 100 million times. I don't care. Like, I'm not even gonna feed into it. And you think I ain't had to have them uncomfortable conversations? You think nigga ain't told me I done left the hood and forgot about the hood and I'm a fuck nigga and I don't take care of niggas and I ain't the one bonding niggas out no more and paying for funerals? It's like, how many times I supposed to do for that shit? Do that shit. Like, what y'all want nigga to catch a RICO every time you niggas go to jail for a gun charge, a violent charge?
You coming.
I'm the one coming. Like, I'm the concierge or some shit. Like, fuck no. Like,
never ever.
Yeah, like, and when I understood it that way, I'm like, bro, I gotta just go cold turkey. Like, I don't even care if a nigga can't even reach me. Like, for real, nigga can't even get me on the phone. Like.
But logic doesn't govern the streets. Pride does. And for J-Dog, 26 years old and fresh out of prison after serving 9 years for a revenge killing, Herbo's declaration felt like the ultimate betrayal. J-Dog's story is tragically typical of Chicago's South Side. His father, Christopher Hibbler, known as Maniac Chris, was shot repeatedly in the chest and killed in July 2016 during what the Chicago Tribune called one of the deadliest months in Chicago in nearly 20 years, with almost 80 people murdered that month alone. J-Dog was just 17 years old. 1 month later, consumed by rage and operating on the street's brutal code of retaliation, he drove past 18-year-old Alexander Townsend and a 16-year-old companion, opened fire from inside a Dodge, and killed Townsend. The cruel irony was that Alexander Townsend had no gang affiliations. He was an innocent bystander who'd been sent home from school that day for a dress code violation. J-Dog was arrested, charged as an adult, and, according to court documents, even tried to intimidate a witness while both were in Cook County juvenile detention, making gun gestures and staring down the 16-year-old who survived the shooting. He served approximately 9 years before being released in 2025. So when J-Dog emerged from prison and saw Herbo's announcement, he saw abandonment. And in late September 2025, J-Dog decided to make his feelings known in the most public way possible. The video went massively viral, 100,000 plus views in just days. J-Dog walked through the neighborhood with his phone camera, showcasing abandoned buildings, closed stores, deteriorating infrastructure, and he placed the blame squarely on Herbo's shoulders. J-Dog explicitly banned G Herbo from returning to 78th and Essex, warning that if the rapper showed his face, you'll have problems. That's a threat, and everyone watching knew it.
This shit go, man, I don't want to get into it with the guy. This is not about getting into it with the guy. This is about me understanding where I'm from. Like right now, I'm on Escanaba. Like this is Fazel land because ran this shit. You know the memories. Like these niggas got all this money. You know what I'm saying? Like this what Fazel really like survived that out here. Like cuz was dirty. Look at these cribs, bro. Like look at my block. Like no bullshit. Like no bullshit. You see this shit? This shit terrible. Look at all these abandoned cribs. Like G Herbo, come take care of this shit, folks. Like you get too much money, folks. Like because of like motherfuckers ain't got tombstones, walls knocked down, no more stoves on certain blocks on Escanaba. Like all we asking for is we ain't want your money, bro. Open up something, bro. Give us something. Like, you know, we can go to the store right here. We can't even go to the store no more. Like what the fuck? How you doing? You see, neighbors love us. They still like they know who the real, who the fake. Hey, babe, you know what I'm saying? This shit going on. You feel me? It's no more store. The wall Fazo used to be at post up right here. Like the whole store is broke down, make me want to cry. Like y'all don't even understand. Like, where is this store at? Where is it at? The store, the green store, Bandy. Like, what the fuck? Like, you getting all this money. You talk about this shit. Like, this what you live. Fazo, like, this MB. Y'all getting all this money. It's still bandit cribs and shit that ain't get built out here. This shit terrible. The same crib for 20 years I used to stand on is still bandit. When we shot the fake niggas in the gangway right here on Escanaba. Yeah, you know that. See what I'm saying? You were kin with Alicia? They know who the real is. They know I'm from Fazel land. I've been out here for a lot of you little niggas. Y'all bapping. Come on, man. This is a rock dad, y'all. Like, look at this road. Rock dad right here. You see this shit? Like, damn, G Herbo. You gonna come? This is your man's dad at. Like, no bullshit. Rock dad in front of the store. We can't even go in this bitch and buy liquor and do nothing. Like, this is Say Life of Exes, bro. Like, we can't do shit on our block, bro. Like, I'm just taking y'all around the hood of what's going on and why I'm so, like, threw off when he say he doing all this. When he can just open stores and don't gotta give us shit. And we just come to the store ourselves and spend our money with you and you get them back in. Like, make it make sense. Turn, though. Keep going. Like, this shit fucked up. This what he shot. I be in them gangways at. In them gangways. Still gangways that I be still be in. I'm out here with my family. Still be out here. Gotta survive. You talk about this shit and gave us nothing. These buildings, these cuts. We still out here in front of these buildings by ourselves. You know, trying to get some money. It's toe up out here, folks. Help us out, folks. Feed the hood, folks. Show the kid, the next generation that walk through her, this bitch used to look like. Make Essex great again. You know, some of y'all said one another great because you might not understand, but this bitch was the time when you made a lot. Now I'm outside on Kingston. Steady Phil. Another store closed down. Shit goes on through Tailtown and through all over East. This shit wild, like, you know. And then when you think about it, like, I got family, like, cuz, like, mainstay, bro. Our aunties and uncles still walk around this bitch, cuz. They, you know, they still bad for dollars, boy. Like, y'all got it, boy. Like, wop, y'all gonna tell that nigga do something? Like, put cap headstone where he died, don't say something. Like, let's get it cracking, folks. Turn up. Everybody in the other city turning their guys up. You niggas hold out. You niggas bad, son. Look at this shit, boy. I should make you want to crack me out of jail, boy. Come one day and say, I want to hang out with her. My family is from Tailtown, bro. You was gonna hang out with my family, bro. Facts. And you want to be from city, we gonna put out a real T right there. It's like, you know, you niggas be talking, you niggas dick ride. Everybody be dick ride. We gonna keep it real. I've been outside on this bitch since 011 on the block. And before that, my family and daddy and mama and uncles and them is from Tailtown. Like, let's be for real, boy. Stop bapping. You bapping for the debt, boy. You really bapping for the debt. And then you got other niggas dick riding. Why is y'all dick riding? All I said is, don't come back in the hood. We don't want you around. You say you don't fuck with us, we don't gotta fuck with you, Swerve, bro. And you, like, you ride like you in the city, you whatever you doing, bro. I'm at the same hood, nigga. The same spot you just brought Sexy Red and 492, nigga. I'm out here. Stop bapping. What other hood I gonna hang out at? Come on, man.
G Herbo didn't stay silent. Within hours, he responded on Instagram with receipts, posting an old photo of himself physically dominating J-Dog in a fight, reminding everyone that whatever street credentials J-Dog claimed, they'd already been tested and found wanting. Herbo pointed out that J-Dog had literally just been on 78th Street during the No Reason video shoot, standing around, shaking hands, and acting friendly, and now suddenly Herbo was banned? The contradiction was glaring, the hypocrisy obvious, but Herbo made one critical point that would prove prophetic. "If you want to do something to me, don't warn me, just do it," Herbo said. It was a dare, a challenge to put action behind words, because in Chicago, threats are cheap. Bodies are the currency that matters.
Hey, look, man. I just landed in Miami right now, so I'm gonna make this real brief. I got shit to do. But it's a lot of people that's like respectable that I listen to that's trying to tell me like, yeah, don't feed into this, don't do this. That's only because I lead by example, you feel me? But sometimes you gotta make an example out of people, you know? And I'm saying all that to say like, I get a nigga my page, you can have my profile, my platform for 48 hours, 28 hours, whatever, however the fucking long it's gonna take for this shit to delete. And that's only because they gonna forget about you in another 24 hours. But I want you to get some recognition. I want a nigga to get what they looking for out this shit if you want some clout so much, cause shit, we all from the same place. I thought I want you to be able to do the shit that I'm doing, cause I know you can't afford a flight to Miami and a hotel and a flight back, so I'm trying to help you out.
But here's what neither G Herbo nor J-Dog fully understood at that moment. This beef wasn't really about either of them. The real fault lines were forming inside NLMB itself, fractures that had been building for years as the organization lost members to bullets and prison cells while watching their most famous affiliate ascend to wealth they'd never touch. And those fractures were about to explode in the worst possible way.
Can all the fans answer this, right? Y'all also heard dick riders and all this, the fans and all this, right? If a man say he don't want to be a part of this, why do you got this shit in your name? Why do you still come around? You talking about investigations? Bro, you ain't doing shit to be a part of no investigation. I'm lost. What is you doing out here to be a part of the investigation, bro? What, bapping your raps? Like, for real, bro. On video, because my niggas called me the same niggas you rapping about, boy. I was in jail talking to them. My niggas, like, you know, I know these guys. Like, don't say I know these guys that's dead and alive out here. Stop bapping, swear. Stop that. But I would love you to come. We can sit down and talk face to face. You want to talk like a man, bro. You want to play on the internet because I said my one thing and I done watch all y'all go all night trolling and saying what y'all want to say. And if you a big dog, big homie, come talk to me face to face, nigga. Because I told you when I see you at the video, I need to holler at you. You know what I want to holler at you about because your homie, when I talked to them about it, they told your ass. Shorty want to talk to you about that situation. Yeah, you know. I'm going to holler at you later.
Let me hit the weed, holler at me.
Oh no. Yeah. I'm out here though, like, you know, I try to understand why is so much of this dick riding going on. On the game. Too much of dick riding going on. Cause I'ma see niggas in face. And I'm not that guy that y'all be doing this back and forth shit with out here. I'm not that guy, bro. That ain't what I do, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. You niggas act like y'all been on the block. Y'all outside. You niggas don't be out here, bro. Stop bapping. I've been out here since I've been out of jail and I've been seeing what's going on. You niggas ain't been out here. Even the guys even say y'all ass ain't out here. So make it make sense. For real.
Between September 23rd and September 28th, 2025, J-Dog got into a physical altercation with another NLMB member known as Big Op or Jafari Cummins. J-Dog, according to multiple street sources and video footage that circulated afterwards, absolutely dominated the fight, knocking Big Op out cold. Now, in any other context, a fight is a fight. People square up, someone wins, someone loses, everyone moves on. But this wasn't any other context. This was NLMB, where Big Op's name allegedly held serious weight due to his rumored body count and street resume. Having him get knocked out by J-Dog, a dude fresh out of prison who just spent 9 years away from the action, was a massive embarrassment. Street sources, including social media accounts that track Chicago gang activity, later reported that Big Op didn't just take the loss personally. He reportedly went to another NLMB member, 37-year-old Fabius Shipman, known as G Fabe, and framed the situation in a way that would guarantee retaliation. On September 29, 2025, around 3:36 p.m., a black Cadillac Escalade pulled into the alley behind the 2500 block of East 78th Street. According to the ATF federal complaint filed on October 19, 2025, Shipman exited the Escalade and walked into the alley where J-Dog stood with a 17-year-old companion. The video shows them appearing to argue briefly. Then, without warning, Shipman pulled not one, but 2 handguns from his waistband and fired. J-Dog and the 17-year-old ran. Shipman chased them, firing both weapons simultaneously. 19 shell casings of 2 different calibers were recovered from the scene. J-Dog was hit 6 times in the back, and the 17-year-old took 1 round to the chest. Emergency services arrived at the scene within minutes, saving the 17-year-old after critical intervention. But for Jalen Hibbler, there was nothing anyone could do. He was pronounced dead at the scene, killed not by ops from O-Block or KTS or any of NLMB's countless enemies, but by someone wearing the same flag. J-Dog's family immediately called it what it was, a backdoor. His cousin went on social media, grief-stricken and furious, exposing what he claimed were dirty friends who'd set J-Dog up over the big ops situation. The streets erupted in speculation. Was it about the fight? Was it about the Herbo disrespect? Was Herbo somehow involved, despite being nowhere near Chicago at the time? The answer, as it turned out, was simultaneously more complicated and simpler than anyone initially thought, and it would take federal investigators less than 3 weeks to unravel it completely. On October 18, 2025, the United States Attorney's Office for the Northern District of Illinois dropped a federal complaint. Fabe Shipman was charged with being a felon in possession of ammunition. The complaint laid out the evidence in devastating detail. Multiple law enforcement officers, including a former Chicago police officer now working as an ATF research specialist and a Posen police officer, reviewed the surveillance footage and independently identified Shipman as the shooter by his distinctive limp. Shipman's limp wasn't a minor detail. It was a permanent injury from a 2013 incident where he crashed his car while fleeing Chicago police, an accident that left 4 people injured, including a CPD officer. That limp was so distinctive that officers who'd encountered him the years earlier instantly recognized it on the surveillance video. Shipman was also wearing a White Sox baseball hat with a gold sticker on the brim, identical to one he'd been wearing during a February 2025 traffic stop in Posen, a stop that was captured on body camera footage. Here's where it gets even more damning. At the time of J-Dog's murder, Shipman was already on pre-trial release for felony charges from that Posen incident, where he'd allegedly fled from police during a traffic stop. And that wasn't his first rodeo with federal law enforcement. Shipman had a 2019 federal cocaine trafficking conviction, for which he served 5 years in federal prison. Under federal law, that made him a prohibited person, meaning he couldn't legally possess guns or even ammunition. This was, by any measure, one of the stupidest crimes in Chicago's recent memory, made worse by the fact that it was entirely preventable. The surveillance video proved beyond any doubt that this wasn't a heat-of-the-moment situation, this was premeditated. The 17-year-old who survived cooperated with investigators, but his testimony wasn't even necessary. The video was so clear and comprehensive that prosecutors had everything they needed without relying on witness testimony that could be challenged or intimidated. J-Dog's funeral was held on October 14th. There were no grand displays, no overwhelming turnout, just grief and the bitter recognition that he'd been backdoored by homies, exactly as his family had warned. But perhaps the most pointed response came from an unexpected source. Lil Bibby, an O-Block affiliate and rival to NLMB, posted an old photo with J-Dog days after the murder. On its face, it seemed like a gesture of respect, a moment of humanity transcending gang lines, but those who understood Chicago's gang dynamics saw it differently. It was a shade to highlight NLMB's internal disintegration. While O-Block maintained enough unity to survive federal indictments and ongoing street wars, NLMB was literally killing its own members over petty disputes. Bibby's post said everything without saying anything. Loyalty matters, and you guys don't have it. Herbo remained completely silent following J-Dog's murder. He deleted his social media posts about the beef and continued touring, promoting his Went Legit single that had somehow become even more prophetic in light of what happened. He did not attend J-Dog's funeral, and there were rumors he'd been explicitly told not to come, though whether for his own safety or to avoid further inflaming tensions remained unclear. GMEB Alo, another Chicago rapper with deep connections to the scene, broke down the situation in an interview that went viral with its brutal honesty.
I think it just show how much growth G Herbo got. You feel me? He trying to cut ties with all his friends or his childhood friends that's not bringing him anything to uplift him, bro. You know, sometimes you gotta let go. He at a different level now. He ain't the same nigga no more. You know, so it comes to a point in life where you get big and you can't do certain and you can't be around certain niggas no more. That's just how it is. Cause some of them still be on that same that he was trying to get away from. You feel me?
When asked about J-Dog's death, Alo didn't hesitate. He probably got backdoored by one of them. The incident also highlighted a disturbing trend that Chicago law enforcement and community activists had been warning about for years: the failure of the city's reformed bail system. Fabius Shipman was the 15th person accused of killing or attempting to kill someone in Chicago in 2025 while on felony pretrial release. Illinois had eliminated cash bail in an attempt to address wealth inequality in the criminal justice system, operating on the reasonable premise that someone's financial resources shouldn't determine whether they await trial in jail or at home. But the unintended consequence was that dangerous individuals, people like Shipman with extensive criminal histories and ongoing cases, were being released with minimal supervision and then committing murders. The federal case against Shipman was, by all accounts, overwhelming. His previous federal conviction made the weapons charge a slam dunk, and because he was already a convicted felon on pretrial release who'd used 2 firearms in a murder, federal prosecutors could stack charges that would effectively guarantee he'd spend the rest of his life in prison. He was facing 10 to 15 years minimum on the ammunition charge alone before any murder charges from Cook County were even factored in. Which meant Shipman had exactly one card left to play: cooperation. And given his age, his prior federal experience, and the mountain of evidence against him, street sources estimated there was a 90% chance he'd flip, offering information about NLMB's structure, other murders, drug operations, anything that might get him a reduced sentence through a federal cooperation agreement. If that happened, if Shipman decided to talk, the entire NLMB organization could face the fate that had befallen so many Chicago gangs in recent years: a sweeping RICO indictment that would net dozens of members, including potentially people far removed from J-Dog's murder, but connected through the broader conspiracy. Federal prosecutors had been eyeing NLMB for years, waiting for the right case, the right cooperator, the right moment to bring down the entire structure. Shipman's stupidity might have just handed them that opportunity, and this, more than anything, vindicated G Herbo's decision to publicly cut ties, because if NLMB did face RICO charges, if federal prosecutors did decide to go after the organization, Herbo's September 2025 podcast interview would be Exhibit A in his defense.
Real nigga shit, man. Don't be briefing out here short in these streets, man.
This shit would be funny as hell.
You fucking hoes with these little babies, man. This is my man's right here, G. Get ready, man. Pop that baby pussy for my little mans, man. Hit him up, man. That's Jayana's son, bitch. Period. Fuck these hoes. Fuck what you talking about. If you ain't gang and I don't fuck with you, fuck you and your kid.
What do you think about this case? Do you think J-Dog's anger at G Herbo was justified? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Also, click on one of the cards on your screen to see more videos like this.